I am going to give the number one mistake that beginning meditators make, and why so many people have this idea, oh, I would love to have a meditation practice, or I would love to start meditating, but I just can't. And so I will talk about the number one mistake that people make in starting a meditation practice. But before I go there, I'd like to say that most people have already meditated without them knowing that that's what they've done. So it's not like it's this foreign concept or a new thing. It's most people have already done it. And meditation is slowing down the mind, and it's the process of slowing down the mind, slowing down the thoughts. So I am thinking that everybody who's listening to this call has had that experience. It could be walking on a trail in nature and having the thoughts just spontaneously slow down. It could be after making love and having, just fewer thoughts in your head and this feeling of ecstasy. It could be while dancing. There's so many different moments that we've already had that experience of slowing down the mind. So meditation, the practice of meditation, is just bringing that into our lives on a daily basis, so we can, instead of being at the whim of these situations that might prompt that, where we can actually create that feeling every day of expansion, of clarity, of focus, and of creativity and of union. So that's something it's not so unfamiliar to people.
Yeah, that's a beautiful expansion, I think, of how most people think of meditation. And I know for myself, I'm such a sensory-oriented person that I get most easily into meditative states through slowing down, having a sensory awareness, becoming really present. So I'm sure a lot of people are sighing with a little bit of relief on your definition of meditation. And so if it feels like the right moment, can you expand upon how that type of slowing down of the mind and of thoughts allows somebody to incorporate the personal growth and the changes they're seeking to embody?
Sure. It's as simple as, in the process of meditating, which is slowing down the mind, as I mentioned, it's sitting down, standing up, laying down, whatever the technique might be, and I will be happy to discuss some of my favorite techniques during the call. But while meditating, you are being aware of your thoughts. You are watching. You are listening. You are slowing down so you know what is in that mind of yours, what is in my mind, what is in your mind, what's going on there. And by having that perspective of being the witness, of being the witness of the thoughts, then that allows us to be aware of what our thoughts are. And that allows us to be able to just let the thoughts that we don't want in our mind, the thoughts that are cascading, the thoughts that are from years and years ago, the thoughts that are not really serving us now, to let those just go and go away. So we aren't so trapped by the thoughts that are in our mind when we have that level of awareness of what they actually are. It's only when we aren't aware of what's going on and why so many wisdom traditions and so many transpersonal psychologies do talk about awareness, is because that awareness is that knowledge brings the power, and the power to just let those thoughts pass. Now, you might notice that I don't say squash the thoughts or change the thoughts necessarily, or beat ourselves up for having certain thoughts, but no, just let them pass, let them go, honor them, but let them, move on, let them release. So that's the way that meditation works to our embodying in the change that we want, is being aware of what's going on in our mind and the tremendous influence and power that has on us, but through that awareness, to let change happen, to let that breath of transformation, that wind of evolution happen to us.
What I love and what I'm hearing in what you're saying is that in this way, transformation becomes a natural and organic process. For me, your words are like an antidote to what kind of unsettles me about this, like, quote-unquote, self-help or working on ourselves, that what I notice is so often people wind up trying to squash themselves, forcing to change themselves through criticism or through labor instead of witnessing, becoming aware, slowing down, savoring, and allowing things to unfold. Am I understanding you?
Absolutely, and that's